Welcome to this webinar. Welcome to this special edition of Newsroom. A very special meeting indeed. And if you don't know me, my name is Greg Rogowski. I'm the founder, CEO of Mining City. If you know me, hi again. Now, this meeting is very special also because I will be able to talk to you about some urgent developments and things that we are working on here at Mining City and all the companies that work with us. We'll also be answering some of your most pressing questions, some of the questions that you have sent to us, some of the questions that we get from the community. Now, in order to be correct with those questions and precise, I have my little helper here, the little tablet. I have the visual aid here, so that is going to help. But I know that some of these questions may not fully satisfy your appetites. I want to address the difficult questions today. This is what we said. This is what we promised. But obviously, after this presentation, I hope that we will all have a very same unique, singular vision of where we want to get to as a community, as a company, and as a partner companies as well. Now, I want to emphasize that the purpose of this meeting is answering questions. But of course, as we pointed out in the previous Zooms, there is something more important. The sense of purpose, the sense of goal for the entire community, the sense of hope for the entire community. Just before we start, I have a little disclaimer here. Like in a nutshell, like this meeting should remain confidential, just between us, and cannot be recorded, and nothing said or presented here should be considered as financial advice. That's what I'm reading. With that being said, the agenda for today is quite simple. We are going to talk about Mining City, we are going to talk about Bitcoin Vault, we are going to talk about electric cash, and most important, I'm going to have some ending conclusions. So bear with me, and we will just start with the first question, the first thing that everyone is asking about. Where is the hash rate? Now, guys, the past year has been brutal for everyone in the world. Everyone's lives have been affected by the COVID-19 virus, and it has also affected our hash rate, our reconnection of power supply, our reconnection of mining power. You see, connecting hash rate is a huge logistical operation. It requires an incredible amount of coordination, and I have tried to explain to some of you, maybe most of you, in Telegram groups, just how challenging this is. And I believe that we are working very hard with MineBest, and I think that under the circumstances, they have done very well. I mean, the coins, they may be digital, they may be virtual, but the infrastructure, it's real. There's real people behind it, real people delivering the machines, real people servicing them, real people building the power supplies or supplying the power supplies. And all of those people, as well as people working here, have had their lives influenced by the virus and by the pandemic. And that is basically the reason why the hash rate has been late in connecting. But if you have been diligently watching the hash rate of Bitcoin Vault on the Explorer here, in the last few days, it rose to 8.6 exahash from one. So there is a proof for you, if you look at it, if you have been watching it, that we are actually doing something to improve it. MineBest is working very hard to catch up with the connection rate, and that number will be improving in the coming weeks. I do apologize for this. This is something that is just very, very difficult to do given the pandemic situation. And also important, remember that hash rate may still fluctuate due to absolute factors that are beyond our control. Like the farms are in different territories, there may be temporary power losses, some machines may be under the influence, under maintenance, and that actually does influence the hash rate. But overall, that number will be growing. So when we're talking about hash rate, that connects to another question. Oh, this is a big one, actually. A question that comes to us from all communities all over the world. Why can't I switch to Bitcoin mining? Because this feature is currently disabled. And yeah, the delay in hash rate connection, that actually influences why we can't put this entire feature back on. And I also explained the challenge connected with creating it, because it's not just a technical challenge connected with machines. It's also a technical challenge connected with the amount of accounts that we have in Mining City. It's over 1 million accounts, 3 coins. Switching plans requires new UX. It requires new wallets. It is a titanic, this is epic work to be done, gargantuan effort. So this is why this is being delayed. But we are working very hard, and I'm here to tell you that we are working very hard to actually implement this feature back, and I just don't want to give you a deadline, a date, because that would be unfair. However, as connection delays have sort of hindered the progress of this feature, the connection delays do not affect new purchases, and it's always good to remember that. And those of you who are reading the technical channels on Telegram, you know that I have addressed this in much more detail on Telegram. Actually, I vented on this quite a lot. I wish that we could do it faster. We just have to work on it, but I promise we are. Okay. Not technical though. Third parties. Coin market cap. Oh, and this is Binance. Coin market cap. When will BTCV be on coin market cap? So the importance of being on coin market cap cannot be underestimated by you or any other member of our community, not by me, not by BTCV. And this is a question that people actually are asking several times a day. So if you look at CMC, Bitcoin Vault is already listed, but not all the information are there. So I reached out to the BTCV team personally. I asked them about it. I asked them for an update. And I am incredibly proud to report that something known as reported circulating supply and other documentation have been given to CoinMarketCap, and CoinMarketCap are reviewing it. And this is actually all we have to do. We have done everything we have to for CoinMarketCap to actually start reporting on Bitcoin Vault. However, CoinMarketCap is so valuable because they are very stringent, they are diligent, they are tough. And now they have to approve all the documentation, they have to review it, they have to report on it, and it is going to take some time because of CMC's internal workings. So I think that pressuring them to do it any faster, any pressure from our community or ourselves or the guys from Bitcoin Vault, that would not help the process. It just has to happen in its own time. But it's good to know that as a company, Electric Vault company, BTCV guys, they did everything that is required from them to send the documentation to CoinMarketCap, and now it's just a CoinMarketCap thing. So what about the parent company of CMC, Binance? Well, the entire idea of putting a coin on the exchange is for to trade, right? But the value of the coin comes basically from its technology, and the BTCV team is working very hard to build this technology to be safe, to be applicable in everyday use. I'm saying this because everyone is fixated on Binance and everyone is asking about Binance, but the value will come from coin being a steady, developed, and technologically safe product, not just from trading. And they are working with Binance, they are talking to them as they did with CoinMarketCap, and it is a matter of time. But that just hasn't happened yet. If you want to trade, we have 19 exchanges for Vault. Like Kanga Exchange has just been connected last week. So there is something happening every week to that effect of Bitcoin Vault, increasing the volumes on the exchanges, increasing the trade. So, you may ask, why are BTCV's mining rewards so low? And this is the one where I really need the tablet, guys. Obviously, the main reason will will be the hash rate. Obviously, it influences the mining rewards. But there are other factors as well. Let's think about how mining income is actually calculated. So let's do this little calculation here, which everyone should know, and everyone can apply to calculate not just the mining reward, but to see how many different factors influence your mining reward. So mining income basically is mining reward minus the mining cost. So what is the mining reward? So it is percentage of your mining reward, the percentage of the pool, multiplied by the daily block reward, which is like the sum of all the blocks that are being created by the system in a day. And the percentage of mining reward, that is calculated by just taking your mining plan hash rate and just dividing it by the hash rate of the entire network. And the mining cost is very simple. It's the mining plan power that comes in watts, just divided by 1,000 to turn it into kilowatts, times 24 hours in a day, times the service cost. And the service cost itself, that is stable, but this is converted to BTCV using the exchange rate. So it will not be the same on any given day. This is fluctuating, this is not constant. Just as the the network hash rate, that is also not stable. So those are additional factors that will actually influence the price of what you are getting on your mining income. Now look at this. So if you take the mining reward, you just subtract the mining cost, this is the mining income, and this is what you are seeing on your mining wallet. Now the hash rate and the price of Bitcoin Vault are the main influences right now for the low reward. But this is also something I am going to address at the end. Now, people are asking also about Lcash, and this is the one where I really need to use this, because the way you calculate the mining rewards for Lcash is just the same as you are calculating it for Bitcoin Vault. But here we're going to make this calculation in our heads, like an example, okay? So let's just assume there is 1 ethahash of mining power in the network for Lcash, okay? And Lcash on the exchanges, it goes for $35. And that you have a free terahash mining plan. To get the mining reward part of the equation, you know what to do, right? The mining reward is free terahash of your plan. It is divided by the entire hashworth network, so it's 3 ethahash divided by 1 million terahash, and times the daily block reward, so it's about daily, it's about 1,800 Lcash, and that calculation, the mining reward should be 0.0324 Lcash. And the next step, you just discover the mining cost, which is 180 watts, divided by 1,000 times 24 times the service cost converted to Lcash. And that cost is about 0.2052 US dollars, according to the theoretical value of Lcash being at $35. So what you do is just subtract the mining cost from mining reward, and if you do it according to this calculation, you will just get about 0.025 26 Lcash going into your wallet, mining wallet, at the end of that day. And again, that may vary. The value on the exchange may vary, the network hash rate may vary. These are actually the main influences, and this is how you and we calculate it. And it says here, I was supposed to say that, oh my God, this was simple, but it's not simple. It's not simple, but this is something that we will be posting so everyone can actually familiarize themselves with it. They can do this calculation and be confident of the rewards they are getting. And when we're talking on Lcash is, again, the question of why is it, or when it will be on CMC, that question pops up. So I'm also very happy to report that the guys from Electric Vault have also completed all the steps required for Lcash to be listed on CMC, and the CMC is doing the due diligence, and that's it. We don't have to do anything. The Electric Vault company doesn't have to do anything. It is in the hands of CMC now, and I don't think we should pressure them. I think we should wait, because Lcash is already on CoinGecko, it's on Nomics, it's on CoinStat, it's on CoinPaprika, and you can check it there. And on CMC, it's going to come soon. So, again, we talked about the hash power. We talked about the price. So people ask, how can we promote Lcash mining plans if you have mining problems? Well, delays in mining connections actually only apply to the old BTCV and old BTC mining plans. The new plans are not affected. So you will be safe there. And that actually is the beauty of Lcash. It is something exciting and new. But I have something exciting and familiar later on. Also, hash powers and pools. Mining City used to have like its very own section on the BTC.com pool. You remember we had this little mining City portion of the pie, and now it's gone, and people asked us why it's gone. Well, it's gone because it wasn't effective to have a separate portion. Now we are a part of a combined BTC pool. You can check that pool at poolbtc.com. Bitcoin Vault pool, you know where to go. Lcash mining pool, you know where to go. But saying that, I just wanted to underline that if you want to check it, like for example, are we on btc.com? Please contact btc.com. By all means, verify it, not with us, verify it with the outside sources, verify it with btc.com. I am sure they will be helpful and they will be able to provide you with the right information and confirm that we are actually there. So, the question of the day. Why is BTCV price so low? If you're here with me on this call, I would just like to believe that you, like me, are a group of believers in Bitcoin Vault and its value. There will always be doubters looking at the current price, saying, oh no, this is going down, this is not attractive, but they are wrong. I mean, look at Bitcoin chart, the great Bitcoin. It took it 4 years to get to the level where Bitcoin Vault is now. 4 years for Bitcoin Vault with much wider adoption. All-time high, it was going up, going down. Do you even remember the all-time high of Bitcoin? What was it? $20,000 something? Who remembers it now? And Bitcoin Vault, you know, it's still under development. There's still live ledger integration coming. There's still a lot of work to be done. Guys, this is the most important thing. You may think that the price is low, but it's not. It's current price, you know, given that the coin started at $10, I need to tell you this because this is incredibly important. Whatever you may think about Bitcoin Vault, it is an incredible product. It is BTC 2.0. It is a sexy, technologically advanced product that the crypto community needs. But my problem and your problem is that our community has lost the power to believe in Bitcoin Vault. What you should be doing is not selling the mining plans and not promoting the mining plans of Bitcoin Vault, but promoting the coin itself. Telling people about it, getting them excited about it, educating. And that will help adoption from outside of our community. That is the point. You see, if we can actually achieve this, the value comes from the outside. I would like everyone to be able to tell me 5 great things about Bitcoin Vault, to educate, not to confuse the messages. This is a push we are doing in this Zoom and the series of Zooms that are coming, because this is not the only one that we are going to be doing. There's many more developments. There will be many more questions answered, and not in a month, not in 5 months or weeks. Next week, this week even. If we are going to do this push globally, if everyone will be coordinated, and this is the 3rd Zoom we are having today, actually, we have been speaking to the community since early morning. if we can do it globally, if we can do it together, I promise you, we will grow. Now, this is my very short message for tonight, but our support will be contacting you. They will be taking your questions. They will be doing a follow-up, and I will be doing the follow-up as well. We'll be writing it. We will be doing Zooms about it. We want to get the community fired up and excited about Bitcoin Vault again. Thank you.